What is good, Internet? Thank you very much for joining us on the a la carte blache podcast, where the most French thing about us is our culinary education. Join with me today, as always, is the proprietor of all things Bottom. From bottom generic foods in your mom's pantry to the bottom ways to order an egg at a restaurant. We got our boy Indy in the house.
Yo, real articles.
As well, joining us today is the man, the myth, and the Filipino cuisine expert and Tito of YYC. Chef and creator of Lasa Cooking YYC. We got Brandon in the building as well.
What's up?
And I'm your boy, John Japanda, one of the last remaining pandas in Canada. Okay, so today I was thinking we start off with something a little bit touchy and a little bit controversial. I want to talk about corporate food culture and how it's impacted our culinary realm. So by that I mean a little history on me is that I got used to, I think that's one of the first real restaurants that I actually opened was a brand here in the city as a pub, Irish pub brand, but it wasn't actually like a corporate brand per se. They were club owners. I'm going to bleep that out. Right? But they were club owners, but they wanted like a corporate culture, but didn't know what the fuck they were doing. And that was my first foray into like more like high end. They own a lot of businesses, a lot of spaces.
Is Redacted still around or Redacted?
Yeah, there's that one in Brentwood.
Yeah, they still.
And I think they got one on 17th Ave.
Yeah,
I
in
think.
the south, yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right? There's not as many as there used to be. I will say that. But here's the thing: is that like.
Wifey used to work at the one of those. We should have got her in here.
Hey, really?
Yeah, she worked for the one in the south.
She cooked?
And yeah.
Oh no way! I didn't realize that. Okay. Yeah, because they were shit.
I like them actually.
Well, okay, look, they're fun if you're a patron.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Oh.
Right. The thing is, like, as a cook, remember we opened the first one, right? And the culture itself was
When
really.
was that?
That was the one in the Northeast when they took over the Red Robin. I think that was 2000.
That's a dead spot. That place burned through restaurants.
Yeah.
Red Robin?
Yeah. Remember Red Robin?
It's Max's now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, Red Robin, like home of the unlimited fries, is an American brand.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so like,
wasn't that a donut shop?
it was the one across the street. It was a donut shop.
Yeah, it was like Krispy Kreme, like up the road.
No, isn't there Red Robin a donut shop before, way back in the day? Or Robin's Donuts, maybe?
Robin's Donuts. Yeah.
Before Tim Hortons?
Yeah, I think at the same time as Tim Hortons. Like that's like a '90s brand,
Yeah.
right?
There's also Rouge Robin.
Never heard
Oh,
of
the
that.
French.
The French. Rouge Robin. And then I have heard of that brand.
Yeah. Well, we all know Rouge Robin.
Yeah. The poutine of donut places. But like, so that's my first foray into restaurants, but not corporate culture. So I got raised in like the startup restaurant, I guess, upbringing, right? I've only opened restaurants, right? Whether or not they survived really came down to the management, as far as I can tell, right? So corporate culture. I've had the chance to work for several companies that have restaurants, right? And there's a lot of those that float around in North America as well as in Canada. I used to work for Dukes and Joseph's here in Canada, and they're essentially offices, like office businesses with restaurants attached to them. Do you think that they have positively affected our industry?
Nah.
And why not?
Oh, further? Okay.
Because I will agree with you. I think, okay.
I think it depends.
I'm going to start off by saying this. They're amazing for when you get out of like school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For learning.
It's money.
It's money, but it also, I think there is like, it creates a level of culture. Like when I say that, I mean like to an extent. I'm not saying like at all, but I'm just saying like it creates like the hustle mentality if you gain that from that space.
I hate the hustle mentality.
Right? If you
Straight
gain
up.
that.
Yeah, I think though, like with Duke's, because I worked at Duke's when they only had one restaurant here.
The one at where?
The Eau Claire one. That was
Eau
like
Claire?
that was like the first one.
Yeah.
They didn't have like.
Yeah. No, and I worked at that
the
same one too.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
But you worked at that one way after I did. Like I was there like.
I was
right at the
there. I was
beginning.
there like 2013.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was there like when I was like 15 and stuff.
High school.
Yeah,
2000s.
And
Yeah.
I think it was a lot different more back then. But now that like it's a huge corporate and they have like so many restaurants and sister brands and all these other things, like it's completely different now.
Well, I think it changed when they got purchased by Joseph's and they like became sister companies.
Actually, no, that's what I was working with, Joseph's.
Yeah. So yeah, you're working at Joseph's, like in the Eau Claire area.
Yeah,
and
okay,
then,
yeah.
what was
Yeah.
Dukes.
Dukes, yeah.
It's not that complicated.
No,
Dukes and Joseph's.
I never use that name, so I never remember it.
You're only going to be calling them Dukes and Joseph's after today.
After today, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, look at this fucking Dukes. Fuck
Yeah,
that
you're
guy.
going to be talking to Mrs. Like, hey, do you want down at Dukes tonight?
They got a steak sandwich. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Great Big Caesar.
Yeah, no, I remember that spot, and to be honest with you, they ran it exactly like they would run an office, right? Like they're
Yeah.
running you zero breaks, fucking her hustle, blah 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 blah, and you're like, I could kill you.
I had the split shift.
Me
That
too.
was the worst. It
No,
was like,
they all have split shifts. I work
Yeah.
11 till 1, and then fucking come back 5 to 9 or some shit.
yeah, I do like 11 to 1 or 11 to 3, and then I would go to like Eau Claire Market and then play arcade for 2 hours,
See-
and then I would
see,
come back
you-
and freaking work again.
You got lucky. When I was there, the only thing there was the food court.
Yeah.
Like legitimately,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's nothing going on in that mall.
Now during that time it wasn't bad because I get to go play video games. I'm like whatever, and I go to like TD Square and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like during your time when you went there, that would have sucked
Trash,
for sure.
man. It's trash.
For sure, because even when I went there, like it sucked, and like I remember there was some. Do you remember upstairs? You know where there's this change room upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know where they put all the jackets?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you noticed this, but behind the jackets, there's a bench. There was a like a built-in bench back there, but all the jackets are so long you don't notice, right? So then I used to like sleep in there, like on my.
Oh,
sleep.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
I'd be like behind the jackets, and then some of the people would like come in from work, and I'd be like going to take their jacket or put it away there, and be like, "Shh, like oh, holy fuck!" I'm like, huh? Like,
What are you doing? What do you want?
What are you doing here? I'm like, dude, I'm sleeping on the split shifts, bro. Like, leave me alone.
I used to work with a guy. I worked at a different franchise, Wisconsin's. They in the change area had
Wait,
an upper.
who's Wisconsin's? Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
That's
Okay,
Wisconsin.
yeah. That makes sense.
Actually, the same one Kara
States.
worked at.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there was like this area above, and one of the guys just like took a nap during his split shift,
Yeah.
and then like I came in to get changed. He's like groggily being like, "Oh," I'm like, "You napping up there?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Split shifts are the worst. You got to get that nap in because you're pretty much working like 16 hours, 17
Yeah.
hours.
Well, because like you know what,
if you stay awake.
if you stay awake, and that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? Because you know what I love about those stupid ass fucking idiots was that they always preached work life culture, and I'm like,
Yeah.
when do I fucking get to have a work life?
When you get to leave for
Balance.
2 hours.
Well, yeah.
eat a panini
When you get to
somewhere
leave for
else.
3, I remember I worked the one at Bankers Hall as well. Right? I worked there for like 9 months. I couldn't do it. I became the chef at. I guess I can call it that because they're not assholes. They were good for me.
Let's call it 90210.
Nice. Yeah. So I worked at 90210's. I don't want to call it. Let's call it Beverly's.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. Either way, I worked at
Okay.
Beverly's for like after that one stint at fucking Bankers Hall, and they were always going on about this fucking work-life balance. But you're working 6 days a week, fucking split shifts, for no fucking reason, right? Even the morning shift with a split shift, right? You'd work 6 till fucking 10, take a break till 11:30, and then you work till 1, then you take another 2-hour break.
Can you do 3 split shifts? That doesn't make sense.
They
It
did.
was ridiculous back then.
They did.
Oh, okay.
They did 100% because they're like, well, I mean,
That
but-
seems illegal. One split shift? Okay.
Okay, do you want
Okay,
illegal?
get
When
it.
I was at the one at Eau Claire,
I don't know, this
they
is the best
tried to,
topic to cover here.
well, you want illegal? They fucking, at the one at Eau Claire, they tried to get me to sign a contract stating that they wouldn't pay me overtime if I worked 10 hours.
Yeah, I think I had that. They tried to do that to you.
Yeah,
too,
no, that's how I ended up quitting, is because on top of that, I couldn't take like vacations, right? Because you're making like bullshit hourly and their fucking tip out was trash, right? Because everyone gets paid $15 an hour, but to make up for what your wage was, like you wanted $21 an hour, $19 an hour, they pay you the rest in your tip out. So it's good for like 2 months out of the year. It's dope for 2 months out of the year. Everything after that is trash.
It's real bad for 1 month of the year.
Trash, January, right?
I think after
December.
January. Yeah, that too.
So 3 months out of the year.
There you go.
Right? Because I know Stampede was dope, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
parts of the
Stampede.
summer are
Yeah,
dope.
you'd make like mad cash there.
Make
Eau
a
Claire.
killing.
Eau Claire was a huge. They were doing like something like $20,000 to $50,000 sales during Stampede Week. It should be
Easily.
like easy mill during the Stampede Week.
Yeah, because like at Beverly's, they were doing a mill a day
Yeah.
during Stampede every day for 10 days.
Yeah, it was like ridiculous.
Easily.
Just freaking get your ass raped.
Rocked.
Just rocked all day.
rocked.
24/7.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, because remember, like when I was at Beverly's, it was fucking. You're open at 9, and you're literally busy, like full 1,300 seats, full till 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Right. Like ridiculous.
I remember like because we'd be doing such like crazy shifts. Like my sous chefs, they were cool at the time, so shout out to you guys. But they were like, they'd literally buy the whole line like energy drinks, and then right before lunch, we'd all like creep behind the line and shotgun energy drinks, like all 15 of us. Just like,
Yeah. I did that at Beverly's.
come up, you're like,
Did you have like a Red Bull truck come by every once in a while?
Oh,
at
I had
Beverly?
actually a Red Bull. When I was at Beverly's, the Red Bull person was there every
Yeah.
single day. They gave me a 24 case for me alone.
Nice.
yeah.
Right. Our thing was, since we're on 17th Avenue, right across from that London Drugs,
Yeah.
we used to get petty cash. Like my operation manager. Yeah, operation. Hey, shout out to you.
When were you there again?
I was there 2012 to 2013,
Okay.
2011 to 2013.
Okay.
Right. Because we took over from the old management. Either way, fucking, she used to just give us like a handful of cash. And be like, you got to get everyone here railed out, like ramped up, right at 3:30 because everyone's doing their prep till 5.
Yeah.
And at 5 o'clock you get fucking wing night during Stampede
Yeah.
on 17th Avenue.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Has
I
got to
worked
be.
with you.
Yeah, remember? It's got to be the dumbest. Because, like, remember? Because you remember, you never saw the end of the tickets. The tickets were literally pouring out of the shit, and you're like,
Oh wait, were you doing wings from the kitchen at that point?
yeah.
Because it used to have just like a person. You just like sent out bowls of wings and then.
No, we were sending them out like per
per dozen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Per flavor.
yeah,
Per table.
stupid. And we had what? I think I had to cap it out at like 10 flavors
Yeah.
because I wasn't going to do that to y'all. We were also so busy with like
Other
every
bills,
stupid thing
all
else.
that. Yeah. Like it was ridiculous. The bills would be like touching the floor.
And back up, and then you're just like, and then you have one guy literally like,
For like yeah.
Yeah.
You're like when you get the break and you're like, a 30-second break, you just grab all the bills like.
yeah, exactly. When there's a gap, and then or literally everything's cooking and you can't serve nothing.
Yeah.
That's when you're just like. Right, and then like you,
And then it's like long too, so it's like.
yeah,
And then it was like.
and it's still touching the floor and back out, and we're looking at each other. We're like,
It was like 3 of us.
yeah, yeah. Because we also, it wasn't like,
Yeah, that was brutal.
it wasn't like one of those like mad franchise ones where there's like 90 people on the line.
Yeah.
There, we were ghetto as shit, so it was like a franchise
Beverly's?
style. Yes.
Yeah.
I worked at
it was a-
Beverly's.
Well, we didn't. It was only.
Well, when we ran it, it was
Oh, okay.
fucking like they allowed us to have like during
Oh, you
Stampede.
were there right near the end. Too,
Yes.
Because it goes
No,
to 13,
we were
right?
there at the end.
Yeah.
At the
Okay.
end, yeah.
Like when they closed, that was us.
I went
Yeah.
to Philippines. I came back. They're good. They're done.
Closed.
Yeah.
No, but it was even funnier. They closed overnight.
Yeah.
Didn't tell nobody.
Really?
They just literally like I came in, closed that night.
Yeah.
Came in the morning. Everything's boarded up. I was like, someone fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm like, somebody here fucked up, and they got
yeah.
some sort of legal shit, right?
Yeah.
I have no
I
idea.
think-
I'm not saying it was anything like that. I'm just saying like that's my assumption.
Yeah.
All right.
No, worked there.
I know.
He was my freaking.
I don't remember.
What a douche. Anyways.
We should
Anyways.
really change that name.
Yeah.
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 What should his name be?
Yeah, Douglas.
Yo, Douglas worked there. Yo,
Yeah.
yo, fuck you, man.
Yo, fuck you, Douglas. Was he the chef or no?
Carpenter. No. He was
Another line
Yeah,
cook?
like,
no.
he was like- yeah, yeah,
Front of house management, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, okay. Because remember, we went through a lot of front of house.
Yeah.
That place was a revolving door. But again, it was like it was a restaurant that was like trying to be a corporate joint, but had no idea what the fuck. Because remember, we also had like 50 items.
Yeah.
For no.
That menu
like,
was huge.
And then you had two.
when I
areas.
started, hey.
Yeah, there was 2 areas. There was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a menu. There was Melrose, and then there was like the Lotus Room, which had
No,
like
no,
a-
no, no,
whatever
Lotus
it
Room.
was. Whatever.
That was a different restaurant.
It was the one over
No, it's
there.
the same.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
the one like over there.
The bar.
Yeah. Fuck, I want to call
But it
it.
was the same menu.
Yeah.
We made everything out of the one kitchen.
Yeah, and then we sent it
Was
to
it
the
the
fucking
same-
other joint. Yeah.
No.
The one-
Really?
yeah,
Because they had a cook in there, like.
No,
doing,
but they
like,
were
little things.
no, they did have a cook, but like
Yeah.
they had like a condensed version of what we had.
Yeah.
But if
oh,
they
you
wanted
did the
like
prep and then shipped it
yeah,
over.
but if they wanted like things like pizzas,
Yeah.
we would physically make it in our forno area.
Yeah.
Box it and fucking someone would come and get it and fucking we send it out.
Yeah, to like next door.
Basically next door,
Yeah,
right?
because it's right there. They're part of the same whole thing.
Right. Yeah. Stupid.
Yeah.
Right. All I know is like, remember, it was like a restaurant with a patio over here. Go across the bar. There's a fucking bar club downstairs with another bar club, and then one downstairs even further, third
Yeah.
floor down.
Yeah, they
a
have
theater.
3 floors.
It's
there.
3
There was-
floors. I never even went to that far.
Yes.
What the
It's
fuck?
at least 3.
It's 3.
Yeah.
No, because remember it was because I remember it as like you walk in the front door from 17th Ave. Over here is their cafe restaurant here, and then you go out those doors is our 2-tiered patio. 2 tiers. It was 3 tiers before I started.
Yeah.
But they closed one, which thank God.
Yeah.
Right? So boom, and then you go, or you can go to the bar side. So bar side went all the way to the back. Then you can also go downstairs into the next level of the same size bar, and then 1 floor further was like the pit, where like you can
Yeah.
TVs, just retarded, like it was
Yeah.
just TVs. Either
Quite
way,
nice.
How
that-
would people even find out about that if you didn't ever went down there? I didn't even find out when I worked there.
we reserved it mostly for like catering.
Yeah, I think it's like a
Oh.
private area.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I'm like,
And also like basically like we'd have our meetings down there where they just yell at you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so they tell you you're just not achieving your fucking sales. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm cooking here. Y'all are in charge of sales. Like,
Yeah.
everyone else in this room needs to fucking worry about their marketing. Right? As the guy that's like, because remember when we started, we had 115 items when I started. I literally had to fucking advocate to cut it in half. That was 50 items, bro. Like, remember? They had like, how many fries did we have? We had like 4 different types of fries.
yeah.
And again, this comes to like, they weren't corporate, so they were literally trying to appease every single niche market, right? Like, again, like if you look at like, say, to go back to like
But they're trying
Dukes
to,
and
they were trying to be corporate though. It feels
they
like.
were trying to insinuate that they were a corporate business.
Yeah.
But really, it came down to an owner had no idea what he was doing.
There was days where it was like very empty during the day.
Are you
Like
kidding
it-
me? It was insanely empty.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Unless it was summertime, like, because people love patio culture.
Yeah.
Right? We were, I think, in my opinion, we were the forefront of that patio culture.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Because we had, like, patio heaters.
Yeah.
Like, come January.
Also, what better place to put a big several-story bar that serves alcohol that no one under the age of 18 is allowed into than across from a high school?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Like,
placement. Yeah,
absolutely.
They nailed that.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Right? And, like, you know what I mean? And what's even better than just primarily hire, like, 18-year-old women who don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or 18-year-old men to work in the kitchen who also
don't care,
Yeah.
love cocaine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
I will. Because
Okay.
I ran the fucker. And
I
like,
worked there when I was 18.
And I would
didn't
hire
know,
I would hire a bunch of these kids. Either you're a fucking mad pothead or you're on blow.
he's part of the 1% that it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm a bad degenerate.
Yeah, you're just one of them straight laced degenerates. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah,
At the same
I drink
time, I
water
don't
and
remember
fight
much of
people.
my time there, but
I mean, keep in mind, it was different
you
chefs
drinking a
brought
lot?
out different.
Yo, there you go. You drink. You had one vice.
Yeah.
It was either you drink or you.
Who was your chef at the time?
I ain't naming names.
Was it an older gentleman, white?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we took over from him.
yeah. We're still. I think we still follow each other on Facebook. Let's say his name was.
Glenn?
Yeah, Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin.
I think that's enough
That's
of
a trademark.
hint. Oh, okay. Peter. Not. Peter Griffin spelled with an A.
Peter Graffin.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, okay. Because I remember that homie. He used to come in all the time afterwards.
Yeah.
But again, like I think though, like what the thing is, you wouldn't have been able to survive as a cook there, in my opinion, if you didn't come from like,
Culinary background.
well, both culinary and you didn't come from like you had to have worked at like one of the other places, the Dukes or the fucking
Yeah, that's my
Joel's.
second job.
Yeah, like high.
like
high
you,
pace, high.
you'd actually have to know what the fuck was going
Yeah.
on. Like, there's no way. Even our dishwasher had to have come from a hotel or something.
I admittedly did a pretty bad job back then.
Yeah, that's-
'Cause I
It's your
didn't know
second
nothing.
job.
I'm like, I didn't know nothing.
yeah. If you didn't.
I
know
just like
nothing-
show up and like start doing stuff and be like, hey, what am I doing? And then at no point did anyone like really outline how I should be doing anything, what I should be doing.
Well,
Facts.
I would just
that's
like
the thing.
show up and be like, all right, this seems like it needs to get done,
Well-
and then just do some stuff
Well,
and then
'cause, like,
leave at like
I remember
3
all
p.m.
my guys were like, "Hey, when were you on?" I'm like, first of all, you, and you. I need you out back. You need to cut crudité.
Yeah.
Like, give me fucking 28 liters of fucking cut up carrots and shit because we're gonna get killed on wings
Yeah.
or something. Because I remember, yeah, because like if you look at like say I'd say that one of the pros to a corporate culture is that they actually have R&D, and they can actually like look at their highest selling items. Because remember in the if you run kitchens, we call them like there's like workhorses and there's dogs. Dogs are the stuff that won't sell or sells very minimal of. Workhorses are the shit that's making your business. So things like burgers. Burgers are a high seller for almost every restaurant. Dogs are things like spring rolls.
Yeah, like the one Asian thing
If
at
you-
like an American menu. Or
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Or like,
like the one-offs.
yeah, exactly. The mad one-offs. And like you can look at your sales and you're making like 5% of those are the sales of those things. 40% of like your actual sales are like steak sandwiches, burgers, and maybe one pasta.
I find it really helps if you make the things that don't sell extra complicated and just have very
Fuck me.
specific me's.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
that
yeah.
way- that
but,
way,
but it
yeah,
has
yeah.
nothing to do with all the ingredients.
Yeah.
Have nothing to do with anything
That way,
else
like
on your menu.
one person knows how to make it, and
Oh,
if,
man.
they're
Oh.
not around.
Boy,
it's
did
just
I
kind
love
of-
that about fucking the other spots. They
Yeah.
were real good for that. That's always the most brutal when you have like items that just. Because I am a big fan as a chef. I'm a big fan of like things that have multi-purpose, right? If you're gonna do mise en place, you should have all those mise en place. Look at like Taco Bell. That's like the king of like
Oh,
multi-purposing. Here's your burrito,
Lip
and here's
balm.
your burrito basically in like 8 different other ways to do a burrito.
Yeah, they have
right?
like 4 ingredients on the menu.
Essentially,
Like, that's
it's
it.
It's beans, beef, lettuce, tomato,
Yeah.
and then sour cream and cheese. So
Yeah.
like, how else can we like here instead
I'll
of
be
a two,
throwing out fries. Those Taco Bell fries, supreme. They
Oh,
live up to the name.
My God,
Yeah.
yeah. Or
So
like,
good.
remember when
they
they had
taste
nachos?
like nothing else.
Or do they still have nachos? Like, remember when they had like a supreme nachos too?
They might.
Yeah, I remember that. But
The
I-
fries
That's
were
like-
so good. I
Fry-
wouldn't even touch the nachos.
That's the thing is like I loved like if you wanted to just get stoned and like eat like a dirty thing of nachos,
Yeah.
$3.
Yeah,
Like-
99-cent nachos or tacos on Tuesday. Like those were.
Yo,
Used to go there all the time
let me-
during high
Taco
school.
Tuesdays
Taco-
was our generation, like that was
Yo,
awesome.
no, there's
Yeah.
or the Toonie anything.
yeah, no. Remember at KFC, Toonie Tuesdays as
The
well.
real Toonie
Yeah.
Tuesday. The real Toonie Tuesday.
Yes, and when it was $2 straight up.
Yeah.
Hold
two
up,
bucks,
are
yeah.
we pro corporate?
No,
we were talking.
No.
no,
Big
I'm
goodness
not
about
saying
it.
I'm
Yeah.
against it, nor am I saying I'm
Yeah.
with it. Here's my thing.
I think it's-
corporate doesn't fuck up when they actually offer poor people something they can afford. All right.
Yeah, and it was a time period. Like we were in like high school, didn't have that much money back then. So it's like you had
But
all like toonies, and then like I remember there used to be like $2 bubble teas and stuff like that. And it was like
Word.
toonie everything. It was like you could literally pick like so many different joints to go to for toonie whatever.
Because remember,
You're like,
like, because I remember, like, say in high school, everyone would leave school and we'd end up at Brentwood,
Yeah.
like all the schools, and then you'd flood the KFC on a Tuesday,
yeah.
right? Because it was like $2 plate of like chicken and fries.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, I'll take 6. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
broke high school kid. No,
Yeah.
like high school kids nowadays.
no, y'all got
Yeah.
some sort of trust fund. I don't know what that's about.
Nah, I think they still broke. To be
They
honest.
got mama's daddy's money.
Yeah, some of them do.
Yeah,
Some of them
Yeah.
do. I never had
Let's
nobody's
not
money.
make this general sweeping.
Yeah, some of them. not all
High
of
school
them.
kids are so rich these days. Just going into class with their little wooden spoons, eating their caviar, not listening
Eating
to the
their,
teacher.
yeah, eating
Hey,
their
they don't
ivory
even,
spoons.
yeah, they don't even know the quadratic formula because they're just in the back going num 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 with their little thing of caviar.
with their $20
Yeah.
Lunchables.
The real world's gonna hit you hard, high schoolers. You don't know it. You don't know what it's like. There's very little caviar in those office
can I be
meetings.
really real though? Can I be really real? I work with a lot of like kids that are in high school still, and they act like that kind of. All right, they're kind of. How do I put it? Like, they can work in the morning, right? Because like we just do serving,
Yeah,
right? They
yeah.
serve, and they're like, "Oh, I can't really make it in for 7:30. I got no ride." And I'm like, "You live in the same neighborhood, right?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You ever heard of a fucking bus?" No, oh, it's dirty. Fuck out of here. Fuck you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I wouldn't say that they're all about their caviar, but
Yeah.
they are about like the prissy.
So these kids aren't very busting then, eh?
They're not.
I bet it did.
See what we did there? I just don't think they're built.
Relating to the youth.
They're not built as
So what we're saying is they're built different
independently.
in a negative way.
I think they're not as independent yet. I think they're
They're kids. like-
allowed, but they're 16, 17.
Yeah,
Fuck out of here.
Kids are dumb.
I was taking the bus at 12. Like, man, like, come on. You don't need a
Needs-
ride everywhere.
Kids, everyone's dumb in their own unique way.
But all of them systematically are like the same.
I think all the
like,
ones that
that's
you
fucked
might
up.
have been exposed to.
But to be honest with you,
That's-
maybe.
well, what's your sample
maybe
size?
though. Maybe though, it might just be like the community type,
Yeah.
right? Like it would be different if I was saying like, hey,
They're gonna go
motherfuckers from Forest Lawn, like they definitely are taking the bus and like okay with it. You know what I'm saying? These kids are just a little bit too. House is too big. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Too house rich, and like that's the thing. So I mean, I'm not saying I'm not trashing on all kids. I got respect for them, but like some of them are built weak.
I
will
think
say that.
everyone's dumb in their own special way.
Now you know.
Yeah, if you're throwing a graphic there, yeah.
They're
Just a blanket.
reading Rainbow.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Just a positive, negative statement.
There's a positive, negative, positive sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make that graphic real good.
Yeah, no, yeah, y'all are cool,
Yeah.
but you suck. But you're all
Yeah.
built in a good way,
Yeah.
differently.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can sum that up into like one like emoji, that'd be great.
You gotta do the reading Rainbow. Now you know, man.
Yeah. Well, we can change
How
that.
do we do that? It's stop fucking up, but I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do better.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, do it. What's that word? Better.
Yeah. Whatever.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
But yeah. When it came to the corporate stuff, though.
Oh yeah, we had
Yeah, go
we had
back to
a-
corporate
we
things.
got way lost.
Yeah, we got tangent.
But yeah, but like, I don't know. The reason I disliked it a lot is because they were just like a lot of the time the upper guys were like, they're all corporate guys, so they all know about the dollar and the spreadsheets and all that. But when it came down to like the actual kitchen grind and everything,
They don't know
they
shit.
didn't understand any of that. And they're
Yeah.
like, you have to accomplish this, and then they'd be like, you have all these things to do it, and they're like, why can't you do it? And it's like, well, you just don't get it. You're not here in the
Well,
shits.
and that's the thing though.
You know
But
what I mean?
here's also one of my issues with that. To actually add on
Yeah.
to that is that a lot of the time they say, like, and when we're in kitchens, they're like, oh, I've been a cook before. I was where you were. Blah blah. I'm like, that was fucking 20 years ago. You're so fucking far removed from that you stating that like any like to do with like the current kitchen situation, you have no idea. Right?
Yeah,
Like that's always been my thing. I'm like, you're so fucking far removed in your little teeny tiny office that you pretending that you're still in the kitchen or food industry in any physical way, shape, or form, to me is like kind of like, what is it? It's like they're just gaslighting you into believing. They want you to believe that they actually that they actually understand, but they don't. Like they're so fucking clueless at this point that like they're just shooting words at you, right? Just expecting you to just take it, right? That's why I can't stand corporate for the most part. I mean, it does have its good sides, like team aspects, I guess.
Just the word team. No, don't elaborate. Team.
Team, right? Because like,
Yeah.
I'll be real. Like when I worked at like a lot of the franchise
Yeah.
joints, to be honest,
The
I met a
cruiser.
lot of
Cruiser.
really
There's some
good,
cruisers
Yeah,
there.
they were awesome.
and
crews.
we were really like out to fucking
Yeah.
help each other.
Yeah.
And also when you're like
Yeah.
when you're into stuff, you know what I'm saying? You all end up who you hanging out with at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
The whole crew.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you're eating together. You're fucking.
That was mostly a night crew too, though. That's what it would be like. We used to, my sushis at the time, they would like invite us to the house with like all the servers and the whole kitchen, the night crew, and then we would just party there until like 5 o'clock. in the morning,
Yeah,
'cause you had to
and
be
then
back
everyone
until,
pass out, and then back at it at 4:30 in the afternoon, right?
yeah.
Yeah, because like again, when I opened that one Irish spot, like we're all in the Northeast, so we just go like you just finish, everyone leaves, go to the fucking bootleggers
Yeah.
for their million item fucking menu as well. Finish there at 2, and then go to someone's house, chill there till 8 a.m.
But at least you didn't have to finish at 2. At like Joseph, you finish at 2, right? And
Then you close,
Then
right?
Yeah, then you
Yeah.
close and you get out of there like 3. You're like, hey, who am I gonna party with now?
Yeah, because at least at the pub, we got lucky in the sense that like it kind of started to die down at 1:30. Ain't nobody getting food, then just drinking at this point.
Yeah, but they hard close like that, right?
Yes. Period. No, there was no like.
There was no word.
There was no
close.
like. There we still have people here. No, motherfuckers, everyone out.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, we'll call you a cab if you need it, but get the fuck out. Right. Like, we got lucky in that because because they also owned a bunch of the clubs here in the city. Right. So
Yeah.
like, we would sometimes just close, take a cab down to the club, and we're partying there till 5 a.m. Super illegal, but like it's just staff.
Yeah.
Right. didn't matter, right? But I think
I think I can sum up my gripe with corporate the easiest. I feel like they want you to quit. Like you work in these places and they kind of just like set you up or do things in ways or like just make it so it's like not a good job.
Yeah, they
and
treat
then
you- they
just
treat
like
big time, treat you
turn
like a
around
number.
and then complain, and then everyone's just like, "Yo, this person has some real grievances," and then you don't though because you caused those grievances, and then they quit. And then other people are like, oh, wait, now I get to do how much? And then they quit.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, we can't find anyone. It's like, yeah, this is a you problem. You made
Yeah.
this problem.
because actually that
It's
sums
like-
up that whole remember those memes where it's like fucking like all these fucking like all these like restaurant owners, like people don't want to work. The kids these days don't want to work, and
That's been going on
and-
since like 1901.
but like in reality, it's like it's really come to light where it's like, yeah, we do want to work, but we don't want to work for you.
Yeah.
Essentially, right? Because
Yeah.
you can't treat your fucking staff right,
Mhm.
right? But that also comes to like when I was working for a lot of those franchises, I come to the terms with like the fact that when you work there, you're a number.
Mhm.
You don't have a fucking name. Like, you are literally just a number on a sheet
Yeah.
somewhere, and ain't nobody give a fuck about you. You know how I know? Because when I was working at that old killer place, I left for 5 weeks because I had saved up a year's worth of money to go on my fucking honeymoon,
Mhm.
all to come back to 12 hours a week.
Mhm.
Right? I was working up to 50 or 60 hours in a week, all to come back to 12 hours a week, right? That teaches me how much they give a shit about you
Yeah.
as an employee, as a valued employee. You know what I'm saying? Again, I have a lot to say about like corporate,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? But yeah, like I said, the pros would be like the people that you've met,
Mhm.
that because
Yeah.
only war can treat you like give you a family that
Yeah.
you've been through
Honestly,
the grinder with. You know?
go work in these places, kids. Like,
Yeah,
go
no,
through
no,
it.
really.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm
At
not
the end of the
saying
day, like
no.
I said, they want you to quit anyways. Go in there, do some stuff, learn some stuff, and then go on with
Then
your lives.
take it and
take some valuable
reapply,
lessons.
and like
yeah.
reapply it to something else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
100%.
Right?
As
Um,
long as you're getting something out. It doesn't always have to be money, but as long as you get something out of the experience, it's a worthwhile experience. It might not feel like it in the moment. but
In
it's
that
worthwhile.
moment, yeah, it might not
Just the
feel like it
knowledge
at
and
all.
Your friends, the friendships that you build
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah.
Just meet people.
Yeah. of
See the
course.
world.
Networking and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and again, like those are friendships that I've had for at least the last 15 years of my
Yeah.
life now,
Oh, yeah.
15, 20.
Yeah. And if you
Um,
all go on to do some stuff, sometimes that stuff will link up again, and then, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and then like with like non-corporate, like what are the pros and cons? You think? To sum that up, in my opinion,
Better
less
food.
money,
Oh, yeah.
way less money,
Yeah.
right? You're gonna get
Ooh,
paid less for an
ooh.
art.
I'm actually gonna disagree with that. I feel like I made more money in non-corporate places. You might not get that. You might not get that overtime when you deserve overtime, but you might still get it. You're still gonna get paid for being there.
I mean, you're still
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
get paid.
You
Yeah.
get the pay
In my
per hour.
opinion, they're just willing to pay you less.
yeah,
In certain instances, because I have
Yeah,
been
okay.
paid a lot at specific places,
Mhm.
but it really depends on the spot,
yeah,
right? But again, the grind is also kind of the same.
yeah. I just find you get to do more interesting stuff in private restaurants.
Oh,
and
for
again,
sure.
it goes back to my mentality. It's like as long as you're getting something out of it, like you're gonna be learning a lot more. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. To be honest with you, though, but I've actually the reason I love independent spots is because of the chefs.
yeah,
Yeah.
You-
Yeah.
They are willing. Independent spots are more willing to invest in more creative chefs, and they have a much easier outlet. Whereas franchises or like corporate spots, they have a very fundamental like. Here's the menu because it's built by the corporate chef,
Yeah.
and all the chefs that run the restaurants have zero control over their menus.
Oh yeah, I used to get in trouble for that all the time at one place. They'd be like, "Hey, you need to plate it this way," and then I would plate it differently, or make it look nicer. And there's
Yes,
their plate,
and
and they'd be
that's
like, "You can't do
yes.
that."
I
You know,
stuck to like my French plating,
Yeah.
like the nice
and
stacked
I do
fine
that,
line.
yeah.
They're like, you can't. I'm like,
And they used to give me a heck about it, but I didn't care.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever.
I think I just realized through this conversation I need to leave Calgary again. Because
I'll be real with you. That's why a lot of people.
I like when I started cooking, I left Calgary because I'm like I ain't learning nothing here, and I traveled everywhere to learn as much as I could, made good money, bad money, whatever money. I learned so much, but it was like involved, and now I'm just like thinking back to like what I've been up to, and I'm kind of like, yeah, He's got that fire back.
I know, and that's to be honest with you,
It is.
I had more fire when I was doing. I'd come back from a stage,
Yeah.
somewhere outside of the country, and
Yeah.
I'd be like, "This is what I want again."
Yeah.
Right. I just rekindled that.
Because I've been trying real hard to just like not care, but
You do.
sometimes
But-
I just kind of like that nagging thing in the back. It's just like,
But it's your art, man. You get what I'm saying?
no, I got real art now, so.
Well, that thing is, I've always considered bottoms.com.com.
Oh, thanks for the plug.
Hey, you got it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that is an art on its own. But like, I've always looked at like culinary field as look. I'm a musician. I
Yeah.
also a recording engineer. I find sound is my art.
Yeah.
Right. Same with video. Creating videos or creating film is my art. I can't make that much money on it right now. Right.
Yeah.
Whereas culinary has always been there, financially support me.
Yeah.
But it's also one of the only arts that I can actually fundamentally get work consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? That's why, that's the thing though, is that when I feel it's being like squashed,
Yeah. Like when you go to work and you're being creative, you can be creative more.
and you
At
can
home.
physically give somebody that art,
Yeah.
right? It's like the only art
You can
that
do
people
something and
put
be
in their
like,
mouths.
yo, this is something.
Yeah.
Like this, instead of being like, this is something.
Who cares? Like, but it's
Yeah.
not like a burger I'm wrapping up here, fuck you, it's McDonald's, right? Right? But it's just, I feel though, like again, when it's being squashed, I want my art to speak for itself.
Yeah.
And sometimes, man, like you just,
Yeah.
when it's being burned out, that's when like you said, if you travel out and then you come back, you're like, it's rekindled.
Yeah.
You know, I miss that, but at the same time, like you're right,
Yeah.
we have other art.
Yeah, we
you
do.
know what I'm saying?
I got other outlets. It's just like, you know.
That's why I started doing all that stuff at home and making like, freestyle dishes and everything for the BAMs and all that, and doing all those videos because I'm like, I can't do it at these other restaurants, so I might as well
Yeah.
just whip it up at the house.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and that's why I said like this corporate gig that I'm doing now is literally the last
Yeah.
kitchen job I'll ever have
Mhm.
before moving on to film,
Yeah.
right? Because that's the next logical step. I think we're all at that age where we can't be just
Yeah.
burning ourselves out
Grind
for
is
nothing.
Yeah.
Because again, the grind was fun, but I didn't gain anything from it other than experience.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't gain
Speaking
anything
of
financially.
speaking of dishes and dogs and workhorses, what do you think the dogs and workhorses are going to be for 2023 trend wise?
Trend wise,
Yeah.
that's actually. To be honest with you, I think what I'm starting to see as like say if you look at like say LA culture, is that they're now like you remember when like what's his name, when like is it Goji? I don't know, when Korean American or Korean LA street food became like a really hype thing,
Yeah.
but then everyone started delving into the other Asian street foods. I think I'm seeing Filipino cuisine finally like get its like comeuppance, like it's really coming to light.
Yeah.
Same with Indonesian street foods.
Yeah.
Like you'll see a lot of street,
Yeah, I've seen a few around.
but it's like finally like remember when like again like here in the city, Calgary's like good for being really late to trends. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
because I remember seeing Korean fried chicken in LA many years ago, and then when was it Wow Chicken
Yeah, I think so.
was the first Korean joint here?
That's the first one. Huh?
First real fried chicken
Yeah.
joint. When they opened, I was like, this is the best fried chicken.
Yeah, it was fun.
100%.
It was fun coming from Toronto back to Calgary, and then just seeing Calgary catch up to Toronto trends. Like KFC, Korean fried cauliflower.
Oh man,
That was like popping off over there, and then it kind of came over here.
But,
Same with shishito peppers. I didn't see those till like
man,
5
but
years later.
That was a thing in Vancouver for like the long like Asian fusion foods.
Yeah.
Right. Then all of a sudden, like some people saw it in Vancouver, and then like boom, Calgary. So like Vancouver, just like Toronto. I feel for Canada. I mean, and Montreal's up there as well. I would say, but classically speaking, I'd say like Montreal has been good for like European trends, whereas Toronto has very like New York and like East Coast centric American trends, and Vancouver has like I wouldn't even say California like West Coast trends. I would say
definitely.
they have like they're more on the forefront of fusion
Yeah.
trends.
Yeah. Like Japa Dog. Japa Dog. was
Okay,
So
yo,
good.
I adore Japa Dog,
Yeah.
man. Like those guys did it in a way, like you know how like they got their restaurant
Yeah, they started with a
with a
hot dog
food
truck.
with a one
Yeah.
cart, with one cart.
That's where I ate. I never went to the restaurant. I ate the car.
No. Oh, okay. Like the thing is, like what I love about it is that they got their restaurant in under 4 years
Good for them.
from the cart.
Yeah. They had
right?
lineups at the cart all the time.
Well, because the story that I heard from Japadog was that Japadog started as a first cart, right after, because they were popular right off the bat, like almost within a month they were like lineups, right?
Yeah.
After the year, they opened the second cart, which was just down the block,
Alright.
right? Literally, it was like one corner, second corner. They owned it,
Yeah.
basically, right? So then the third year, no, sorry, first year it was one cart, second year is two carts, third year is four carts. So they bought two more, right? And then the third and fourth year, third year they got they started to get their lease on their restaurant. Fourth year they opened the restaurant and bought a food truck,
Yeah.
right? All within like a 5-year span.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Right? Like I remember seeing there's a competitor called Dougie Dogs as well.
Okay.
They were located, I don't know where, but I remember it being near the Tom Lee music place where you buy all the gear. Right? I remember going there for like guitars and repairs and shit, right? And recording equipment. And seeing Dougie Dogs. Good, not as good as Japadog.
Yeah.
Japadog did it in a way, like again, their marketing was good. Also, the celebrity status that they had from people like buying all this shit there. Like if you played at what's their arena? Did GM place? No, it's,
Rogers.
Rogers. Yeah, because like historically speaking, when they opened up in the first year, anyone that played that like headlined at that thing, after they were closed, after the show was done, they just took their CAD down, went to fucking Japadog, got their shit, take their picture, boom.
Yeah.
Their walls full of celebrities, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to trends now, I think it's going to be more eccentric Southeast Asian foods mixed with, I think, how do I describe it? I think when it comes to trends, people are coming more into like dank foods. I think that's becoming more acceptable now.
Okay. What do you mean? Elaborate.
Elaborate, like, okay, like at the beginning, dank would have been like, here's a fried chicken sandwich. Like, you see how many Nashville chicken spots there are.
Yeah.
Right? Now, there's like 12 on 17th Ave alone. Right? That's an exaggeration. But there's like a lot. There's a lot of Nashville chicken. But like, dank would have been like, at the beginning, like, here's a fried chicken sandwich, and we just put some fucking gnarly coleslaw on top of it. Right?
Oh, yeah.
But now, people are starting to accept, like, here's some coleslaw. Then on top of that, we're going to crush hickory sticks and put some onion rings. Hit it with more sauce, and then squish it down.
See what you're doing? Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, just like taking it and adding more shit to make it like...
That
like,
gas station era experimentation.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, it's like taking a fucking taquito from 7-Eleven, wrapping it in bacon, and then deep frying it again.
I can see that. I can see that.
I feel... I might not be correct, but I feel that that's like the next level. Because again, I specialize in like dank food.
Yeah.
Right? I really, really love giving people like a problem.
Yeah. Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like I had a homeboy, he's like, you're really masochistic with your food. I'm like, fuck you, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have, it's on my phone, but I have like, we served my dishwasher. She's leaving in like the next week to go to scuba diving school.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you think nature's gonna fucking get you, huh? Right? So I gave him like this burger. I'll post the video of it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. When it comes to dank, I was like, that's gonna create an issue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. The future of next 2023 is people are finally like, here's a reason to leave your house, right? Because again,
I like it.
I think it also has to do with social media too, because like a
yeah.
lot of people have been just like food trends have been popping off like TikTok and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then you'll see like now before like what couple months ago it was like butter boards.
Yeah.
Right? And then now it's like smashed potatoes. Or something.
right?
I've
Oh,
seen,
the
like, a ton of-
re-smashed potatoes, yeah.
Yeah, you smash them and then you fry
Fry 'em
them
again.
and you put a bunch of shit on it.
Yeah.
So good.
But it's
Yeah.
like we've
been doing
we've
that.
been doing
Dude,
that,
bro,
like,
smashed potatoes. Remember, like when I worked at the
Like,
Stampede,
yeah.
that's what I was doing. Was crushed potatoes.
Yeah, like so long ago.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
know, man.
It's like now this is hype. Like we've been doing that already.
That was like 1998 for me too, right? Like,
Yeah.
but I will say this though. Remember when butterboards like really hit? We've always known about them.
Yeah.
Let's be really real. Like when I was in a French place, like you used to do like butter pate on a board, then you finish it with some stuff. It wasn't necessarily a board. Sometimes it was just like a big, long, stupid plate that had a curve, right? Really presentable. What I love though is like how the butterboard, like in the matter of like a month and a half, went from being like a butterboard to being a sushi board to being a Filipino spam board, then to being a fucking icing board. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just the evolution of it
Yeah.
within like how many more ways can we fuck
things
this
just
up?
I
happen.
missed that. I missed that part because I wanted to get in there.
Yeah, no, for real.
And you missed it completely.
Yeah, I wanted to get in.
I haven't seen a single butterboard video over on Lots of Cooking YYC on all the
Not a
socials.
single one. I was gonna do a boodle board.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, because a Filipino boodle fight.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you put
Boodle
everything-
fight. Oh
Yeah,
man.
they call it boodle fights because you put a ton of food on banana leaves in the middle of a table, and then you just put like tons of different types of food, fried fish, rice, and all those different types of things. And then
Yeah.
everybody eats communally, right, with their hands.
Yeah.
I was like, well,
Like Hawaiian style,
why don't we
right?
just make that into a fucking board?
Mm.
Where
Like,
is
just-
the Philippines' proximity to like the Polynesian islands?
not far.
Not
Not
far.
far?
No.
Yeah, okay.
No, Polynesia, Samoa, Tonga,
Yeah, oh, that.
and then like Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia. They're all from like the same Austronesian
Yeah.
original migration group.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hawaiians, all them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hawaiians would be probably the furthest from
Yeah.
that circle.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they're all like the same bloodline.
Yes.
Like originally Austronesian bloodline.
Yeah, because it was all like the coastal migration.
Yeah.
Right.
We the ones.
Yeah. But
Don't worry,
also
they'll get
speaking of, just to plug our
reference.
homie, just make sure if you guys want a really good fucking working and gorgeous custom made cutting board, check out my homeboy at fucking Baby Tree Woodworks online and all the socials.
Yeah, big ups to Mike. You know, that's all I was saying. We're gonna do a boodle. I wanted to get one of his boards or one of his boards,
Yeah.
and then do a boodle board on that.
man.
But honestly, I've been broke ass, and I went to Philippines, so fuck.
Yeah, yo, I'll be real. He gave me one of his boards for doing a job for him. It's one I use it literally every day, right? It's for quality as well as like if you guys go online, check out his fucking boards. The ones that he has on the site are dope. Get yourself a custom one. That shit is fire. It'll match all your expensive ass fucking cutting knives. You know what I'm saying?
It's oozy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are
100%.
nice. Yeah, it's dope boards.
Yeah, dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great designs, all that shit.
But yeah, in trends, I kind of want to see future food come back. Just because I've been watching a lot of news lately, and I don't
What
know
kind
when
of
the
future food?
future is going to happen. So
You know what though? I have seen an uptick.
What do you mean, like future foods though?
just like stuff that's just like feels futuristic, just
Yeah. No,
experimental.
I've
just-
seen an uptick, and it was what was it? It was the space ice cream redone with cotton candy, space cotton candy,
Yeah,
right? So it's cotton candy that you can bring to space without it deflating,
that's awesome.
right? So it's
Yeah.
instead of like it being, it won't go, right?
Yeah.
It's not like a brick. It's just actually like airy
Nice.
space cotton candy. But it was also that space ice cream. Remember that shit? That
Kind of.
rock hard fucking like chip off ice cream
Oh
that you
yeah,
have
yeah,
in space,
yeah, yeah,
right? But then people are doing it from scratch,
yeah.
right? So
It's
they're
like what is it? Not air frozen. Freeze dried.
Freeze dried, that's it. I was gonna say cryo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Freeze dried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's also going to become a retrend. Like
Yeah.
I know that's.
Yeah, just the stuff that's like, you don't know if it's food or not.
Yeah.
Like you see it and you're like, this is wild. It's beautiful. How do I eat this? Do I eat this? Do I just look at it? Do I inhale it? Is it food?
Is it food?
Just like
yeah.
questionable presentations of ingredients on plates.
I'm sure there's tons of places though, like in Europe and the States that like.
They probably
do-
are, but they're
do
like
shit
low
like
key
that.
doing it.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
hasn't hit.
Like we're not like
It
talking
hasn't been
about that.
TikToked yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're doing it at home, but you haven't seen a place. Like, you gotta check this place out. Blah 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 blah. In order to get to it, you have to go through a Coca-Cola machine.
Yeah.
You know, or some shit.
Well, what about isn't there like one restaurant like I don't know where it is, but you have to eat blindfolded in the dark the whole
Yep.
time.
That's dark room, or is that
No, it's not here, right?
It is.
No,
there is one here.
You're not blindfolded or anything, but yeah,
It's a
pitch
completely
black.
dark room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Is it dark room? I want to look it
It's
up.
something along those lines.
Because all I know
Really?
it's
Really?
it's in that Safeway down. It's near the Safeway
It's
that's
not
downtown.
crazy expensive either. I think
No.
it's like $55
Yeah.
for dinner.
Oh,
Yeah, and then it's
So how are you
courses.
supposed to eat if you can't see, man?
You're supposed to feel it.
Yeah, you just kind of, yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't care about that. Fucking we Filipinos eat their hands.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
it's a sensory thing, sensory and smell palette thing. Yeah,
Yeah, just don't wear like a white shirt or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't wear good gear. Like come up with a fucking garbage bag. You know what I'm saying?
you go there and it's like some chef is like being a jerk. He's like, "Hey, you gotta eat with your hands." Like fucking smoking hot.
Yeah.
So I keep running like, no, I spilt it. Can I get another one? Where's my drink? Wow.
Whatever it is. But you actually order before you go in, so you'll have an idea what
Wait, it tells you what it is?
Yeah, so when you walk in, they have a menu.
Yeah.
You just kind of pick out what you want, appetizer, entree, and dessert.
And it says what it is.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Generally speaking, it's
I
like
thought-
it'll be like cauliflower,
I thought it was like you could just go there and you just pay for whatever and you just sit there
and then they give
You
a
could
tasting
probably
menu.
let them just like.
I mean, that would be dope if it was a dark black ass room with just a tasting menu. Like you have no idea what it
That's
is.
literally what I thought it was. You just go in there and like that's why you have to wear
But that's the thing, I thought-
servers can't walk in there unless they got like fucking
They got night vision.
Or
night
they're
vision
blind.
goggles and shit.
Or they're just straight blind. That
They
would be
do
a
have
great
blind
job.
servers. Yeah, no.
That would be the best job for a blind motherfucker that has good competency with their movement,
Yeah.
you know? Like understands where the shit is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can
What,
you
like
imagine?
Daredevil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
There's
seem
just a
like
bunch of
bats.
daredevils in there.
Yeah, they're just a bunch of people that seem like bats, like straight up like
The way they hire is they go through all the mats first, and then they. His real name is Matt Murdock.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Oh.
illusion.
just fucking
And then, yeah.
Can you imagine though, like, yeah, they just come up and they're like, all right, we're gonna have like it's like a type of like air food, like
Yeah.
a bubble food, but then you're just like, okay, everyone, just open your mouths, and you're just like out of
Yeah.
a fucking blowgun, you're just like
Because I know Alinea
misting the shit all over you. You're like,
did something
what the
like
fuck's
that.
wrong?
Yeah. Just whatever course you're in, stop.
It's just and you're just like, what? Are you peeing on me?
This does not work with my entree at all, but this was delightful.
Could you imagine? You're like, I'm scared.
Oh, you can absolutely do that with champagne.
Champagne or just straight. can
Just
you imagine?
champagne bubble bubbles.
God damn. Or can you imagine it's just like lemon stuff? It's
Yeah.
just like, you're like, it smells great. It hurts everything. Everything in my face is on fire.
Well, that's why you got to use the oils from the peel.
Can you imagine though? You spray your
Spritzing
shit
people
with
with lemon
champagne,
juice.
trying to drive home, like, sir.
Yeah.
That's
drink it?
literally what I thought that type of restaurant was. That you went in there like dark as fuck, you couldn't see it, you're blindfolded, and you gotta eat shit whatever they fucking make. Like it doesn't even have to look good because you can't see.
I mean, that would be an ideal.
Wouldn't that
Like
be,
if it
like,
was
futuristic?
a blank slate menu, 10 courses. That would be ideal. But I think here's the thing: is that when I think blindfolded, I think they're going to do some some horror house kind of shit, like where they make you stick your hands like this is a bowl of eyeballs. It's just grapes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to dip your whole fucking hand in,
Yeah.
right?
So Japan.
I mean, ideally, yeah, actually.
Well,
Japan,
that would be
Japan
nice.
has.
That seems like a game show. Yeah.
No, not even game show. I feel like they have restaurants like that down there,
Oh.
like horror
They-
restaurants.
I've seen a
That'd be
horror
dope.
restaurant, but it wasn't. You weren't blindfolded. It was just a straight like they're yelling at you the whole time.
They
There's
put
not
you
a
in
lot
like a jail
of
cell.
theme restaurants.
That's it. That's the
anymore
one.
either.
Yeah, they're serving everything in syringes and shit.
They put you in jail. Like you come in there, like grab you by the scruff,
Yeah.
throw you in this like jail where you can't even stand up.
Yeah.
Well, they
go to a
just
table, and
they
just, like,
opened up the Karen restaurant recently.
The what?
The Karen restaurant, where the server just like
Oh.
yell insults at you. and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Isn't that,
Oh,
we already
yeah.
had that though, right? It's called Dick's.
I think
In
it's
Vegas,
Dick's Last
Vegas.
Resort.
Yeah, and
Did we have one
Vegas.
before? Or is it new?
Or do we
No,
have
I'm
it
here
here?
in Calgary.
Oh no, that was probably based on something similar to that.
Yeah, it's that whole concept, but we
Yeah.
have one up here now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I would
just opened up
definitely.
like earlier this year.
Where?
I can't remember where it is. I think it's called Karen's.
We should go there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
we
All three of
should
us.
we should do a podcast there.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh, they'll love that.
No.
Well, I was like,
That seems very on
Hey,
brand.
hey, my name's Karen. What do you want?
Yeah, basically stuff like that.
Yeah, because I remember Dick's Last Resort was like the guy was it really lived up to its name.
Yeah.
Like I was like, God damn, like
Yeah.
this must be the dream of being a server, right? Like this has got to be like everything you've never been able to say to
Yeah.
a customer. You're saying it now. Like this is
I'm
awesome.
sure they very much enjoy their jobs.
They look like it,
Yeah.
right? They look like it,
Which is great.
Because I remember the guy, he literally was like, here's your menu. So he literally threw it on here.
Yeah.
I'll be back and we'll go for a smoke. And he went around where we were because we were on the banister. He just went around and just lit a cigarette. And just like, just standing there like, I'm almost done my break. Puts it out and he just comes up to the bar. He's like, what do you want? Like, he literally didn't come back in. He's just like on the thing. He's like, what do you want? You don't want that. He's just, he's just eyeing you. I'm like, hey, just give me the double burger. He's like, okay, you're going to pass out later. Right?
You don't want that either, but
Yeah.
it costs more, so
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
let you have it.
Right? Oh, he's just having fries and cheapskate. Just hitting you. I'm like, God, this is the best. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So that Karen place does that, I guess. Here.
Yeah.
They got to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely
They
check that
should
place
definitely check that out.
Because that thing would be hilarious. Considering we're all kitchen guys, we'd just be like,
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'd be like, yo, hey, okay. I don't like talking to servers anyway, so I'm just like, you know what?
I love talking to servers.
Yeah, no, I don't like talking to
You
anybody.
just
Like,
talking mad smack.
Oh man.
Here comes the Three Musketeers.
Yeah, look. I didn't know they were so canned.
they were Spanish.
You're
Of course they were
I see.
canned.
You're from the Asian part of England. I don't know.
They get very dark in Spain. Just explaining the Spanish.
Ma'am, we're Icelandic.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Or,
Just
sorry.
super.
That's not even
Hello.
close.
Yeah, I just kind of went a little north of Spain. No, that tracks.
Yeah, no, we're from Spain, Philippines.
Colonizers.
Colonizers.
Ooh, getting the real history.
Oh shit, that's funny.
But yeah, we should definitely go to that place because I think it would be like one of those experiences where it's like Chris, he's totally open to it. It'd be funny.
Okay, so get this, a la carte blanche menu, right? We blindfold your shit, okay? We blindfold you big time,
Yeah.
but it's a VR, right? Where there's no images, it's just lights. Just like,
flashing
like,
lights
no,
out
be pitch black, like moose owl black, like you can't even. It's like a vortex.
It's gonna
then
be like
all
the
of a sudden,
last,
like when the food comes, and you're like, and you come up and you just get dissed,
Yeah.
like a bunch of times by how like ugly your shit is.
Yeah.
And then he's like, this is supposed to match this color, and it's just a bright light of like other like neon shit.
Yeah.
And you're getting blinded by that while you're trying to like feel around for it. But then your Karen server smacks your hand while you're trying to eat. It's
And you're just like confused about what's happening and
You're
disoriented.
just being bullied while you can't see.
Yeah.
And then halfway through your bite, someone comes out and just starts spraying your shit down with fucking champagne bowls.
But also, it's just like going to be eerily quiet for a couple minutes. Yeah.
Wanna play a game?
Yeah.
Right?
And it just like slowly zooms out. Yeah.
Oh man, it turns into a horror after, so it's like it
Yeah.
starts really like picturesque.
Yeah, just like
and gorgeous.
genre bends. I like
Yeah,
it. I like
and
it.
then all of a sudden just
Yeah.
starts getting worse. Like Silent Hill meets fucking Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think I have the perfect name for this place. I think it should be called The Last 3 Minutes of 2001 Space Odyssey. It seems like,
Right? All
just,
before,
seems like
and at the
kind
end
of-
of your meal, you just get waterboarded with champagne.
yeah. Oh, no, you end up
French match.
you end up on a beach somewhere with a bunch of chimps, just like kind of.
Just confused.
Yeah, you end up in a zoo. Yeah, there you go.
Oh man, you end up caged.
Yeah. Turns out you were at the zoo the whole time.
Damn.
Yeah, you
'Cause I
missed
was
the
thinking-
penguin exhibit.
Because I was thinking like,
You're very
and also like your table moves. Like you're at like one of those like, you're at a not a booth. What do you call it? Like a. I'm gonna
A
call it.
gyroscope?
No, like
Just
A lazy
goes-
Susan?
you are on a lazy Susan.
Like a humongous lazy Susan?
Right? Like that's how all your patrons eat. So like when like as you're eating, the course is just like it rotates, and then when
Yeah.
you're done, it just like your seat's like what? They pull your shit off, and you just get ejected.
Or if you like go too fast around and be like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh man, can you imagine? Oh, that's
It's a
how you
table
choose
just
your.
like-
That's how you choose your meal. Like you're blindfolded as shit, getting dissed, and you're like, and you just like put your hand out, feel for like a plate, and you're like, oh, it's just boiling on.
You know, that might be a health hazard, so,
You sign a waiver.
Anybody that's like epileptic seizure type shit, don't come to that
No,
restaurant.
definitely don't.
You
Or if you
Gotta
have
be
like
that
sensory
Yeah.
problems,
The fucking
Yeah.
lights and all that, like you're getting hit with like a Japanese fucking anime.
or if you're too sensitive.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're mad sensitive, don't do that either,
Yeah.
right? Because we don't need no soft people there. We just want like.
Or a movie critic who hates 1960 cinema. Or
So-
Stanley Kubrick.
So if you want to sponsor our restaurant future,
Yeah, I mean.
link is in bio below.
Yeah.
Or Stanley if you want some ideas for your stuff.
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Become undead.
Oh, he died?
Kubrick?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
When
long
did this happen?
4 years after, what's that one with Tom Cruise and the mask and the fucking?
Stanley Kubrick directed a Tom Cruise movie?
Wasn't that what the Tom Cruise movie where like it's, wasn't that, what was that one?
Nicole Kidman and shit? That one?
True Lies?
No, True Lies. Isn't that Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, it was Schwarzenegger.
No, I'm talking about. All I know is that there was like a fucking. It was like basically like one of the most like famous scenes is like everyone's wearing masks. It's like a kind of weird orgy for rich people.
Oh, Eyes Wide Shut?
Yes, that. Yeah, he died shortly after that. Did he not?
I just learned that he's dead.
Well,
If he's dead.
I mean, I'm fucking very sure he's got to be passed. If he ain't, how about sponsoring a pop-up? You know what I'm saying? We'll email you. You know what I'm saying? Your people get in touch with our people. We'll
Call your
blindfold
friends.
our shit. We'll talk about it over a dinner.
Call your friends to call our friends so you can all be friends, you know?
You know what I'm saying? We'll send the blindfolds.
Why are we sending Stanley Kubrick blindfolds?
Because I'm sure he's into it. Look at The Shining.
I'm sure he has blindfolds. I'm sure he has better quality blindfolds. I don't know where.
No, you probably got rich people blindfolds. Like, they're
Yeah.
probably made of like 10,000 count silk or whatever.
Yeah, mine's gonna be like a couple of like.
Bandanas from the dollar store
Yeah.
So
Some
we're
Charmin
gonna-
toilet paper
with a
stapled
la carte
together.
blanche Sharpie on them.
Yeah.
Sharpie on him. The fucking
Yeah.
toilet paper. You imagine that?
Yeah, just like
Yo, we got an order of that toilet
it's
paper.
20 ply. You can't see anything.
Or breathe. Like,
Nah, just come in the eyes.
can you imagine? That's how they blindfold you at the tasting. They're just like,
Just mummy you up. Yeah.
Don't forget to put Alec Kosh on there. You got a guy in the back like rolling out toilet paper. Fucking hate this job.
this is what I'm being paid for. This is fucking.
Roll up.
Why are we making so many? We're sending it to Stanley Kubrick. How many are we sending?
At least a few dozen. We're gonna have. Like, they're gonna lose some. They're
Is
gonna,
that a conventional present? If we're gonna give someone blindfolds, give them a few dozen?
It's a memorable one, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Right? I mean, it's not like you're gonna send him like a horse head. It's just, I'm just saying, you're just sending him like a bunch of stacks of shit with our brand on it,
Yeah.
right?
So you can sponsor a segment or something.
I mean, if you could sponsor a segment, that'd be great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do a 3-day pop-up where we almost kill somebody. You know what I mean? Yeah, hey, everyone all blindfolded, no one knows where it's coming from,
Yeah, we figure something out, Stanley.
right? Something happened, we just dip. Like, there ain't no witnesses.
It's like freaking Saw / like I don't know, some sort of fucking
Some
movie.
waking life stuff going on.
Yeah.
Like
That's how you end the meal, you're just on acid. That's, you know?
what happened?
You got dosed like a lot, you know?
5 stars.
The Yelp reviews are gonna be wild.
It's gonna be an emotional
Yeah.
roller coaster of things.
No one's gonna believe this place exists.
Exactly.
Which is exactly
It's
what I
exactly
want.
it, right?
Yeah.
But you have to be able to enter the establishment through like, you got to go into a library, through the Coca-Cola machine, down a slide, and then through another library.
It's another library.
It's just a
With
random-
Japanese people playing like
Everything in the
Japanese
first part is just part of the library. The second
Yeah.
part is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're gonna go through like a
It just
library.
has secret books downstairs.
Oh yeah, just worse,
Yeah.
just illegible.
Oh. Just all the ones that the authors didn't want getting out.
This literally
Yeah.
sounds like a horrible like C movie, like rich people kidnap somebody and put them into a torture game for illicit amounts of money. And
But it's dinner.
But it's
Shit.
I think the
This
menu.
exists.
Yeah,
I
like,
was
I
about
think
to
the
say.
menu
It just came out.
Yeah, yeah.
Go catch the menu
Yo,
in the
actually
theater.
watch the menu though. Have you guys seen it?
Not yet.
Is
I
that
want
what
to.
Amazing.
Yeah?
Amazing.
It looks dope.
It's
is
so.
that what it is?
Yeah, it's like rich people at
Okay,
dinner.
well,
and
essentially,
What's
it's
it
basically it's a chef who has been like, he has like accolades of like any of the people that we've always known about. It's like if you took every one of the
He's
best chefs.
Voldemort, so you know he's gonna be really
Yeah.
good.
If you took all the best chefs and gave all the accolades those guys had to one person,
Yeah.
right? And he's so high end that you can only reach his restaurant from a boat to his private island to have a dinner, sit down dinner. That's how like acclaimed he is. Meets like a horror movie. Like, cause he's like sick of people and their ratings and their inability to observe art, right? Cause he's sick of people not appreciating his own art. So imagine that as a movie where he fucks with his like diners. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go anything more than that because other than that, that'll spoil
Yeah.
it.
So I think the hottest trend for 2023 is going to be restaurants that you go to and might be hunted for sport for.
Yeah, you'll eat something and then all of a sudden you'll wake up
Yeah.
formerly blindfolded and then you'll just be hunted. Yeah.
But you'll have a great meal, like
Yeah.
2 to 3 courses, maybe all 8 if you make it to the end.
If you make it to the end,
Yeah, you got to really.
you got to really be
Yeah.
down to eat staples.
Yeah. A lot of people being hunted for sports media lately, eh?
Yeah.
Not lately.
I don't know, Squid
Movies?
Game.
there's a
this
ton of
one,
movies like that.
There hasn't.
Squid Game was hella popular, and that was absolutely about, well, I guess not hunting people for sport, but manipulating them for sport?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we've gone wildly off topic. Hey guys, this has been Alec Carte Blanche. I'm going to cut this off here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indy, bombs.com on socials. Go look it up, read an article. This is Brandon, YYC, Lots of Cooking YYC.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Do you have any other handles or?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is John Miranda, aka John Japanda. He's
Find me on fucking YouTube.
yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You're
hot
probably
sauce
if you're watching this, it's this channel. If you're
Yeah,
listening-
actually, experience this channel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
This
saying?
is
I do
channel.
magic shit.
Yeah. Yeah, this man knows how to turn a trick. So, yeah.
But yeah, thanks for joining us on the A La Carte Blanche podcast, bro.
Yeah. Hope this was a amply energetic finale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
send you some toilet paper soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget to blind control yourself and have a meal. We'll catch you guys in the next video.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.